Have they done what they were supposed to do? Or even in the example where you said, they moved it, they put it in the right spot now, but they don't tell you, right? Let's say they do tell you. They call you, get a phone call that are very, pun intended, grave phone call one day, and they're like, hey, by the way, just so you know, it's in the right plot now. Our bad. Is that the resolution, or has negligence already occurred? Clearly damage has already occurred, and something to be done about that. Does it limit damages? Does it start to reduce because they did something in good faith? I don't know. I'm sure your answer is going to be, it depends, but tell me a little bit more about that.
Let me take you to law school 101.
Okay, let's
go law school 101.
I don't even have to take an LSAT. This is great.
I talk to people about this all the time. Like, what are your damages, right? And there's this concept in law school called the Eggshell Plaintiff rule, right? You ever hear this concept?
I have not.
Okay, so here's what the Eggshell Plaintiff rule means. You know what the plaintiff is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you punch somebody in the face, right, and you had no idea, but they have extremely frail bones, and you punching them in the face completely destroys their face, right? It's not what you expected to happen, right? But this person has some sort of disease where their bones are super frail. So, the Glass movie or whatever, right? So punching them in the face completely destroys their head, right? You, as the person that did something wrong, are stuck with that plaintiff, right? That's the Eggshell Plaintiff. That's the person that you chose to punch in the face, right? Maybe you should have thought about maybe maybe their bones are made of glass before you punch them in the face, right? And so I think something like that kind of concept really applies to the cemetery context, because there's some people that are not very religious. There's some people that are like, did you see that Mike Tyson video that was just on where he's interviewed by the little girl? And
I keep getting quotes for her. It keeps getting pushed in my head.
Actually, there's a perfect time to talk about it because we're talking about the cemeteries. And so she's like, well, what do you want your legacy to be? And he's like, what legacy? You're dead. He's telling a 10-year-old girl, like, what legacy? You're dead. I don't care about legacy, right? And she's like looking at him. She's like, okay, thanks for that answer.
Back to you,
right?
Mike.
Yeah, right? But that's actually a great point. Some people don't think about it like that at all. Right. And to some people, there is no damages, period. Right. There's some people that had their sick mother living in their house for the last 5 years before she passed. And they've taken care of every need of hers, hand and foot, for the last 5 years. And now they can't have closure because something happened.
Yep.
Right. And so that plaintiff is a completely different plaintiff than Mike Tyson.
Right.
Right. And so it's a case by case basis. It depends on how you feel.